objects with particle systems. In this video, you will learn how you can place hundreds of objects easily and fluidly using the particles. We're going to control the distribution of particles using the weight painting and vertex groups, and turn off outlines when they start to clutter the view. So let's hop straight on over to Blender. Okay, so we'll start off with the outlines, in fact, since we've got some good examples in front. Now, if you followed through on the last challenge, you'll notice I turned them on and off. So this is where I officially, after the event of course, tell you about the outlines. So when you start to have hundreds of these in our scene, it's going to be quite difficult to actually see what's going on. In fact, it'll get very cluttered very quickly. Now, in the properties pane, the N key on the 3D view, when you scroll down, there'll be an option for display, and sometimes it's toggle in or out, but there's simply a checkbox here that you can use outline selected or not. And you can see straight away that it's great to be able to see what's actually going on and how it looks. Now, the other thing that I noticed as I was working on this is that this model itself is quite high in its polygon count. So let's see if we can sort that out before we start putting hundreds of them into our scene. So let's have a look at the modifiers here. I'm going to use the decimate modifier, similar to how we made our low poly form over in the test section. Now I'm going to use unsubdivide for this one, and we can see I've got 259 faces. And if I turn on the outline again, we can see that most of them are on these small blades of grass crisscrossing one another. So I'm just going to increase these iterations, and it looks like the lowest number of faces I can get is around 5 iterations, yep, and 23 faces. Interestingly, you get less at number 4. Okay, so let's see what it looks like at number 4. Again, I'm going to have to turn the outline selected off. Now, if I was really close to the grass, would I notice that? Maybe not. Now, it gets a bit funny here, it goes a bit wobbly. Let's see how it looks in 3. Tiny bit smoother. I think we can actually get away with it at 4. Because we're very rarely going to be this close to the grass, and if we are, there's going to be lots of other grass around as well that's going to disguise any of these nooks and crannies and kinks in the blades of grass. So I'm going to do that and apply my decimate. So I'll drop this massively down to the number of faces it had, and obviously the number of triangles it had as well. Much easier. So let's play about with adding objects into a scene. Now, in order to do that, I'm first going to save my file, and I'm going to demonstrate the whole object put into a scene, not in our bunny scene at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new file and reload the startup file. So let's go ahead and play with our cube here. I'm going to move it to one side, and I'm going to create a cone. So we're going to have a cone and cube as our 2 objects that we're going to play with and use the particles on. Now I'm going to select both of them and put them on layer 5, let's say, so they're just out of the way. Oops, I've just moved to layer 5 rather than moved them to layer 5, but let's work on layer 5 anyway. And that's what you'll probably want to do with most of the objects that you want to use with any particles. Move them to their own separate layer so they're just out of the way, and you can turn them on and off really quickly. Right, I'm going to add a ground plane that we're going to work with. I'm just going to scale it up and probably just subdivide it a couple of times. So I'll hop into edit mode and subdivide, and I'll just make it a little bit uneven. Well, it's probably a bit too geometry, but it will do for this example. So I'm going to pull that up there, spread it out. I'm going to make a big hill there so we can watch it go over, and I'm going to make a less of a big hill there. I'm just going to play about, and you can obviously make your terrain how you want it to be. So that looks pretty good for the moment for our example. I don't want to rotate, wrong one. I want to move. There we go. So lots of geometry going on there. A lovely smooth terrain. In fact, it only will be smooth if I turn on smooth. So there we go. We've got a basic terrain, but now we can start putting our mesh objects on. So let's start by adding a particle effect to this ground plane. So I'm going to click on the particles option here and create a new particle system. I'm going to start with the cone, because it is important that I show you something that happens with objects. It may not happen with your textures, since textures have Y as facing up. The particle systems also have Y as facing up. So let's go ahead and create a cone, and call this one cone as well, so we know when we can borrow it a bit to apply it to our cubes as well. But we're going to set up one first of all. There's going to be of type hairs, and we can see the hairs now growing out. Now we can replace those hairs with objects. Now I know with the size of the cube I'm probably going to have to turn down the number that we have. So I'm just going to turn it down to maybe 50 for the moment. And that also keeps our viewport nice and quick. You can always change this later. Now the hair length. When dealing with objects, you'll probably want to set the hair length to 1. And then scrolling down under, where is it hidden? Under object, so we select object, and the size here, set that as 1. Now when that's 1 and this hair length here is 1, your object will be the size that you created it, rather than some random size that you tweak. That's always very useful for making sure you can see it laid out, as you would expect it to caught me out no end when I've not set these two to 1. Obviously feel free to change them afterwards to your heart's content, but that's a very good starting point. So now the object is selected, we can go and collect, or go and pick the cone. So it was pointing up on this layer here, and on layer 5 it's not. Okay. Oh, it looks like I haven't moved them. I went to layer 5, I meant to press M and then moved to layer 5, never mind. But here we have a problem. They're all laying on their side and we don't want that. And that's because Y is up as far as the particle system is concerned. So all we simply need to do is rotate our original cube around. So I'm going to enable both of the layers. Now I've got to find the original cube. I'm going to do that in the, rather than playing hump cube, we can say cube, cone. Rather than playing hump the cone, I'm just going to select it in the outliner. And I'm going to rotate it, and let's rotate it around the Y-axis. Okay, I seem to have problems rotating it. It is rotating. Yes, of course. This caught me out no end of times. On the plane itself, we need to inherit the rotation. So let's turn them both back on and see what happens when we click on rotation. They rotate round. Brilliant. So let's just undo what we've just done with the rotation. There we go. So back to here, back to plane, back to rotation. Make sure that's turned on. Over to the cone, and let's rotate it in the Y-axis and see what happens. So that looks like 90 degrees in the Y-axis sorts that out and makes it right. Obviously, because we've got some hills here, some of them will be at a slight angle because they follow the curve of the ground we place them on. So now that we've done that, those look quite small. And you're thinking, oh, Mike, I thought you said if I set both to 1, they'll be full size. Well, they are full size, it's just that half the cube is underneath, and that's to do with its origin. So if we go to the cone itself, I keep saying cube, if we go to the cone itself, the actual cone rather than anything else, let's hop over to this layer here, click anywhere on the base with the left mouse button and that'll set the 3D cursor, and then we can just simply set the origin to the 3D cursor and see how that looks when we go back to the layer. Excellent! Now they're all on top of the surface. Now you can play with all the particle stuff that you've done before, so you can go in and add children, and if you do add children, I would suggest they were interpolated. So let's go to the children section here and do interpolated, and they will follow the curvature of the ground. That's a very spiky ground now. You wouldn't want to stand on that. And of course you can play with the uniform and loads of other things to your heart's content. So you could build up grass like this if you wanted to as well. That's another way of generating the geometry. Now, one final thing, let's turn off the children for just a moment in time so you can see what's going on. Let's go and add another particle system. So I would always recommend, if you're using one particle system and you've got loads more that are going to be similar, that you get one of them right to begin with, because we can borrow those settings with a new one. So let's set up a new particle system and call it cubes. And if we go here, and we are talking about cubes this time, we can borrow the cones. Now we need to make it unique by clicking on this number, otherwise anything we change down here will change both of these particle effects. So let's go down here and press number 2, it changes to cone 001, and I'm going to rename that and cubes. Now it looks no different at the moment. You continue to scroll down to the object and change it to cube. And you can see here that we've still got the same problem with it being half-half. I'm not going to sort that out at the moment. But you can see that all of these objects are placed in exactly the same location. Now the way you would change that, scroll up and change the seed, and the seed will change its placement. Now that's great for randomising things and making sure they don't all appear in the same place, especially if they've got the same number of emissions. Another way of changing it is to change the number of emissions that are going on, and eventually that would shuffle, but it does still have some on top of one another. So again, changing the seeds is the easiest way to make sure that they don't overlap right on top of one another. So the one final thing, just like with the bunny, you can use weight painting as well. So say we wanted only these, we'll get my teeth back in, cones to be on the hinny parts of our mesh here. We would make sure the mesh is selected. We go to the object data properties over here, and let's scroll down and we'll add a vertex group, and I'm going to call it cones on hill. It's always good to name it round this way, and then immediately switch into weight painting. I'm going to turn off our on the eyes there, and so we've got these two hills. So I can paint on that hill, I can paint on that hill, and I'm probably going to spin around and paint the other side of the hill as well. And then I'm going to reduce strength, size of the brush, and reduce its strength down to 25%, thereabouts. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm just going to go over there, over here, there once more. Yeah. So that should help control the distribution of our cones and limit it to only these areas, leaving the blue area clear. So let's turn them back on, and the first thing you say is, oh, the cubes haven't moved, but remember on the particle effect, you scroll down and change the density setting under vertex groups, density here, cones on hill. Oh, that's great, I didn't check what I was doing. I have cubes on hill. I was right when I said cubes the first time round. Okay, so do remember which one you're selecting when you're moving things about. Of course, I can scroll down, and this cones on hill, I can just remove that, go to the cones themselves, scroll down, and click on cones on hill. There we go. So now the cones have moved to the hill, and if I turn off the views themselves here, you can see that they're distributed more in the red areas than they are in the green and light blue areas. Perfect. Now, armed with that knowledge, I've got a challenge for you guys. I would like you to plant some grass. Create a particle system for each grass mesh object, and seed your landscape with grass. Use low quantities at this stage. Now, it might not look great, but you don't want to slow yourself down when prototyping. And use your texture plant to inspiringly smooth out the environment. Set the ground color to, so create a ground material. I suggest a diffuse brown color, and reiterate your scene lot and keep your samples low as you go. And remember, Control and B to set a render border in the camera view to mimic where you're rendering. So to give you some more suggestions, turn off each particle system as you go for speed and seeing how each individual particle system looks. And then finally, when you render the scene, there is a good chance it will take a long time. So keep those samples and resolution low until you're happy to turn them up for final renders. So to give you an idea of what I mean, when I was prototyping, I have grass that looks like this. And you're going, oh, that looks horrible and grainy. it's supposed to. It's a prototype. That took about 45 seconds or something along those lines to throw out, and I believe my samples were set to 5. I didn't want to wait ages, I just wanted to get an overview. I iterated that, and again, I then mucked around with the grass and got it looking a bit more natural, and I ended up with this, and again it's at 5 samples. And when I looked at my rabbit, I went, oh, hang on a minute, I can see the bit that's supposed to be covered up. You know, we didn't model the legs to keep it nice and simple, but that looks like a levitating magical bunny at the moment, which it certainly isn't. So I then set a render border up so I can focus on that small area and make sure it comes out correctly through the render. And then, and only then, when I was happy with everything and set everything up, I hit the render button at a higher sample rate. I think I picked 75 for my samples here, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. So go ahead and pause the video and go and plant some grass across our landscape. Now I'm not going to be able to show you my solution in this video, so that will be in the next lecture. So once you've done, remember to share in the discussions your solution to this. I'd love to see them, and I will see you in the next lecture.